Well, this video is about why I chose a Roadtrek. Now, there's a dizzying array of Class B motorhomes. So when I started looking, the first thing I needed to do was narrow down that field. I did this through a process of elimination. I looked at several different brands: Explorer, Pleasureway, Coachman, Roadtrek, and several other lesser known, more obscure brands. Now, amongst all those, there are a lot of things that are similar. But I wasn't looking for things similar. I was looking for their differences. What made each one a little different than the other? And in those differences, what were the things that I would not be able to change? If that was the case, then I'd either have to learn to live with it or look for a model that incorporated design features that I wanted, as opposed to ones that I felt like I would have to change. So the first thing that stood out in my mind were the air conditioners on these different models. Some had roof air conditioners with part of the air conditioner outside and the vents inside, that sort of thing. And some of them had just regular household air conditioners. So I'll put a picture in so you can see the difference between the two. And my preference was instantly for a household inside air conditioner. I had quite a few reasons. One being that the RV air conditioner is more expensive to work on. Household air conditioner you can get for $120 at Kmart, Walmart, Sears, Home Depot, wherever. So that's one thing. The other, another thing about RV air conditioners is they sit out on top of the roof. Well, roof real estate on a Class B is prime. I mean, there's not very much, and what you have you'd like to use for something other than an air conditioner, perhaps a solar panel, that sort of thing. So it became very clear to me that a roof air conditioner was not in my future, and I would need to look for models that had household air conditioners inside. In fact, my thoughts were, at the time, I foresaw myself not even using the air conditioner, because all the air conditioners, whether they're household or RV type, all require household current. And that would mean either plugging in, which I didn't intend to do, that my plans didn't include plugging in places, or using a generator. And my plans really didn't include a generator. If the RV came with a generator, great. But I wasn't going to go out of my way to obtain a generator. They're noisy. They require maintenance, gas. Just the whole idea of a generator didn't appeal to me. So an air conditioner was something that probably wasn't going to be in my future either. I would probably take the household air conditioner out of the RV, even if it came with one, and use that space for something else, which I have some plans, and that's going to be in an upcoming video of what I'm doing to replace the air conditioner with something a little more practical for my purposes, and maybe it'll be practical for your purposes. So with one preference, the air conditioner, my field of view shrunk dramatically. Now, on to the next thing. The next thing I noticed was that some models of RVs in this Class B range, for some reason, they capped off the back of the RV and eliminated the back door. And I thought, why would you do that? I don't have an answer for that, but I do have an answer for which one appeals to me more. I want to have a back door on my van because I have bulky items I want to be able to load into the van easily, and certainly it's a lot easier when you have a big 4-foot opening to load something in than it is trying to wrestle it through a side door like I would have to do in a van with a capped off back. So that was a no-brainer. That was easy. Back door, absolutely. Have to have a back door. So again, narrowed the field, eliminated a lot more models, and I could focus my attention a little bit more. On to the next thing. Before we do the next thing, as I mentioned, these are all things I looked at that are different, that I wouldn't be able to change. Can't change the cap on the back of the van. Can't change the roof air with the hole in the roof. Trying to mend that would be a nightmare. Now, for the next thing, can't change the plumbing. Well, I could, but it would be very involved. So, I had to consider what kind of a bath, shower, toilet setup I wanted to look at. And there are basically two kinds. I mean, some vans have just a toilet. Some vans have a toilet and a shower. And I decided right away I want both. I want a toilet and a shower. A little sink in there, I don't care. But a toilet and a shower, yes. So that, again, narrowed the field, eliminated all the vans that just had toilets. I could throw them out because I want to have both. So then there are two kinds of baths. There's one called a wet bath, which takes quite a bit of wall space, boxes it in, puts the toilet and the shower inside behind a door. So when you want to use it, you open the door, go in, shower or use the toilet, and when you're done, you come out and shut the door. And then you're looking at this long expanse of space that's doing absolutely nothing in the van while you're running around inside of it trying to find places to get some space. The other type of bath is an aisle bath, or an aisle shower, I should say. What that does is take a smaller compartment, quite a bit smaller, and house the toilet in that compartment. Then the shower is constructed out in the aisle, and you can see here, you can see the shower curtain, and I'll take a closer picture so you can see it. And in the floor there's a drain, so you pull a shower curtain out, and there's a faucet and a shower head. You just bring that out. It's on a hose, and do your showering in the aisle. So you're borrowing some space that normally is used for other things. You're borrowing that space for a few minutes to take a shower. When you're done, you zip the shower curtain back up and put it back above the toilet, shut your compartment up, and now you have the space to use for whatever else you need, like cooking or getting into the refrigerator, that kind of thing. So to me, looking at the two distinctively different arrangements for toilet and shower, I favored the aisle shower because there's nobody else in the van. I'm not bothering anybody by taking a shower or anything like that. So for me to use some of my space temporarily for a shower makes perfect sense. So I favored the aisle shower. Again, narrowing the field way down. All the wet bath motorhomes are out of the running. So we have roof air, back door, aisle shower, and the final thing is really not so much a difference as it is a preference on my part. I was at that point pretty well down to a Roadtrek. So I'm down to a Roadtrek pretty much. I mean, there are a few other manufacturers that make aisle showers, but not enough to worry about. So I'm down to one brand. But Roadtrek has two models. They have one they call a popular and one they call a versatile. Now the Versatile has the bed going laterally across the van. It's a double bed in the back. And they add, behind where I'm sitting, they add another jump seat so you can carry 4 passengers. Well, I'm just carrying 1 passenger, me. So I don't care about a jump seat. The Versatile going across, I'm 6 feet tall. It's easier for me to sleep lengthwise down the van than across the van. So the other model, the Popular, that's how it's arranged. 2 twin beds, which suits me just fine. A twin bed is plenty of space for me to sleep. So that narrowed the field down to 1 brand, 1 model. I could begin a serious search for the van I wanted, just based on 4 criteria. I narrowed the field substantially. So then it was just a matter of waiting, watching ads until I could find a Roadtrek that was available, which is pretty hard, close enough, and in a price that I could afford. Well, that took about a year. And after a year, there were a lot of times in between where I really got anxious and really thought, yeah, I need to get a van. And no, I just was patient. I wasn't willing to compromise the work that I'd done to select, the focus in on one particular van. I wasn't willing to compromise that. So I was patient, and I waited and watched. And finally, a Roadtrek became available that was close enough and in a price range that I could afford. So I immediately called the owner up. I made a deposit. I told them I'd be up in a few days to pick it up if everything else checked out. And they said, that's fine. So a few days later, I was the proud new owner of this Roadtrek. And all that preliminary decision making, I think, really did a world of good for me. It solidified in my mind what I wanted, how much I was going to spend, and I was real secure in the understanding that all these things were important factors in the decision-making process, and I wasn't willing to compromise that just to get a van quicker. And the good news is it's a year later, and I couldn't be happier with the decision I made and the Roadtrek I've got. The bonus is that it was well cared for, in reasonably good mechanical condition. Yeah, there are a lot of things that require my attention that I have to work on and fix, but that's goes to say with any vehicle you're going to have ongoing maintenance, repairs, that sort of thing. So that came as no surprise, and I enjoy maintaining vehicles, so it's not really a downside for me. It's something I enjoy doing. Anyway, I hope explaining the process I went through to obtain this Roadtrek and enjoy it will help somebody else out there get the van of their dreams, so to speak, and enable them to enjoy their van the same way I enjoy this one. So if this has been helpful, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. And like I say, I've got one coming that's going to totally revamp this air conditioner area. I think I have an idea for something that's going to really work well for me, and hopefully it would be something that a lot of people may find beneficial for their application or their particular van. So I look forward to the next video. I hope you do too. Until then, see you later.